Hi, my name is Millie Bobby Brown, and I'm going to give the world some advice.
Millie Bobby Brown was just 12 years old when she bagged the role of 11, a Stranger Things character we have all grown to love. She has been in the spotlight ever since, and it hasn't always been glorious. In fact, now that Millie is 16 years old and a little bit more mature than when she started, there are some pretty cringeworthy things she's done that she just wishes we could all forget about. So stick around for today's video as we take a look at just a few moments Millie Bobby Brown wishes we would all forget. But before that, a simple reminder on how to enter our brand new giveaway. We're giving away either an iPhone X Max, the new iPad mini, or a MacBook Pro. It's all your choice, but be sure to leave a like, comment the keyword, subscribe, and turn on notifications to enter the giveaway. It's really that simple. First is the interview where she looked like a potato. In an interview, Millie Bobby Brown was asked to watch and react to the very first promotional guesting she did for Stranger Things. She was with David Harbour at the time, and she looked so small in comparison, especially with her fresh bald cut. She forgot most of the things she had to say and was fumbling right along as Chief Hopper tried to guide her through the whole thing. Millie was red in the face watching herself at 12 years old and commented that she looked like a potato. Next is her first kiss. Speaking of first, we all saw Millie Bobby Brown's first kiss, and she could only wish we would all forget it. After all, what teenager would want their first kiss to be in front of thousands of people who all have the option to watch it over and over again, right? But she chose to be a celebrity, so this is something she's got to live with. If it's any consolation though, her on-screen kiss with Finn Wolfhard is way more graceful than most real-life first kisses. Next are the awkward poses on the street. Around the same time, Millie still didn't know how to be cool in front of the paparazzi. One time, photographers stopped her on the street, and instead of giving them a quick wave, young Millie did a lot of awkward poses on the street. When she was about to leave, one photographer called her name, and she tried to strike a pose with her back against the cameras. Yep, definitely easy to see why Millie would want all of us to forget about this. How about all the rejections? It's no big secret that Millie waited years to land her first big break. She was ready to give up all dreams of being a Hollywood star when she was cast to play 11. Now, all those years of playing minor roles and waiting by the phone for callbacks that never arrived just represent bitter memories for the young star. She wants us to forget this painful part of her life, but honestly, it's a very inspiring story for anyone trying to chase their dreams. Next is dissing Noah Schnapp. In an old interview, Millie and her now best friend Noah Schnapp were asked if they were friends in real life. Noah immediately nodded to answer the question, but silly Millie made a joke by saying she hates Noah. It was clearly said as a joke, but Noah seemed taken aback by the playful quip that Millie sure felt bad about the interview. She and Noah are inseparable now, by the way, so we could all forget this painful interview ever happened. How about when she embarrassed David Harbour at Comic-Con? You already know this one. David was trying to pay her some serious compliments during the Q&A, but Millie did the 11 stare and iconic gesture that she ended up ruining David's moment. Millie would never do this now since she has matured a lot and she feels super sorry about it. Time to move past this moment, guys. Next is that time she got cheeky with Stephen Colbert. Colbert is a national treasure who must be protected at all times, but a young, cheeky Millie was able to sneak one past him on his own show when she pointed out the massive age difference between the two of them. Stephen was simply trying to introduce himself, and Brown said she wanted to ask him his age but decided against it. That's all the punchline she needed to make everyone laugh, at Stephen's expense. She was really sorry about this one too. Next, we have meeting Mickey Mouse. A lot of people would freak out if they met 11 in the flesh, but apparently there is one person who has the same effect on Millie. Well, not actually a person, more like a character. Being in the presence of Walt Disney's favorite Mickey Mouse turned Millie into a huge fangirl. It was really cute too, but yeah, it's gotta be embarrassing for the young actress when this old footage ended up on the internet. How about admitting to being a flat earther? Admittedly, this one is really bad. During a live video where fans asked Millie a bunch of questions to get to know her, Millie let slip that she's been watching conspiracy videos and had come to the belief that the world was not round but flat. People gave her an amazingly hard time for this, and it's understandable, but maybe, just maybe, all they needed to do was educate the poor girl. Next, her less than perfect skating skills. So far, the blunders mentioned in this video are things that are embarrassing only because Millie is a celebrity. But there's one moment that is humiliating because Millie is simply a human like the rest of us. In a video shared by one of her close friends, Millie can be seen crashing into a total stranger while ice skating, or trying to at least. How about when she did the dancing hopper? It couldn't have been good for Millie when a fan asked her at a Q&A for her own rendition of the dancing hopper meme, but 11 is not one to back down from an honest request like this. So she did it, but I bet she feels red-hot shame whenever she relives the moment, especially since people made her little dance into a GIF. Next is the accent question. It's not every day you see her castmates making fun of Millie because she's usually the one playing jokes on them. So when Gatton and Caleb make fun of her for saying something in an interview that she spent 4 years to master the American accent, she hardly knew how to react. Some people thought she wasn't a good sport for reacting dryly, but that's not the case. If we could forget this interview ever happened, or if Millie could get a do-over, she'd like that, of course. Next is accidentally shoving Caleb off the podium. This happened at the Nick Kids' Choice Awards where Stranger Things won the favorite TV show. Millie wanted to say something, but Caleb was in the way. As Millie approached the mic, she accidentally knocked Caleb off the podium. She must have internally kicked herself when she watched the footage and realized what happened. Surely she would wish that everyone could just forget about these moments. Next is when she fake surprise rapped on Jimmy Fallon's show. As part of one segment on his late-night show, Jimmy asked Millie to perform a song and rap performance with him. It was obviously rehearsed, so Millie just embarrassed herself when she pretended to be shocked as Jimmy Fallon explained the rules of the segment. A bit awkward for both of them. Next is when she made a rather unpleasant makeup tutorial. In one interview, Millie said one of the best parts of being a celebrity was getting her own makeup artist. It's easy to spot why she would enjoy it if you take a look at her old makeup tutorial videos. To be fair, Millie is gorgeous regardless of anything she does, but this look just doesn't look terrific on her. Other than the makeup tutorials she's done without actually putting makeup on? Interesting. What about falling over on camera? Millie has always been a graceful little girl, so her fans were shocked when she slipped and fell over a chair while on a live video. She quickly assured everyone she was A-okay, but whew, that was such a tense and embarrassing moment for the young lady. Next is when she mixed up her French greetings. In one video greeting she did with Sadie Sink, she was trying to say goodbye in French, but instead of saying au revoir, she slipped up and said bonjour instead. Easy mistake to make, but funny bloopers nevertheless. What about when Noah Schnapp revealed that she was lazy? Millie did the best friend challenge, with Noah of course. She was getting her virtual assistant Alexa to do things for her like open the drapes, dim the lights, and stuff like that. Noah can't believe what was happening and called out how lazy Millie was. Brown could only laugh in response, but we all know she was saying you don't know the half of it in her head. Next up, that time she tried spelling Fiji. Part of the best friend challenge was answering questions about the other and looking to see who gets the most points. One of the questions required Noah to guess Millie's favorite brand of water, and of course the answer was Fiji. Noah got it right, but when he went to check Millie's answer, he realized she hadn't written anything because, surprise, Millie can't even spell the word Fiji. I mean, come on, Millie, it's just 4 letters. Maybe money and fame means you don't need to know how to spell. Next is when she mocked other girls for posing weirdly for photographs. Millie once made this TikTok where she poked fun at girls who try to act cute in pictures by pouting their lips, sticking out their tongues, and angling their necks a certain way to catch a specific angle. Her biggest mistake was forgetting she was once made fun of for posing awkwardly too. At the end of the day, the joke was on her, and she could only wish we'd forget she ever did this video. Last but not least is her friendship with Drake and Aaron Paul. It's not that these friendships are over or are not important to her, but people made a crazy huge deal about these supposedly inappropriate connections she has with people that are almost twice her age. People tried to make these relationships out as disgusting or predatory that Millie simply wishes the world would never find out. That way we couldn't have ruined it. We just have a way with turning sweet, innocent things into something sinister and scary, right? And that wraps up all the moments Millie Bobby Brown wants all of us to forget. Thanks for watching.